pretty much everywhere, it's gonna be hot. Janet?
Then I don't need a jacket. Thanks, Arthur.
We've all seen this video of Arthur the Weatherman. The original upload by Kid Corduroy currently sits at almost 14 million views, and it's been remixed hundreds of times. At first glance, it seems unremarkable, just a group of Haitian newscasters sharing a joke and Arthur giving a memorable laugh. But it turns out that's not the case at all. In fact, the news station this clip originates from never even existed. Today we're going to take a look at this video's origins, and maybe figure out what a simple weatherman has to do with a conspiracy theory about Mars. No, I'm not kidding. This is the story of Arthur the Weatherman. In February of 2023, Reddit user BeerBudget12688 posted a thread to r/lostmedia, discussing the origins of the clip. The post reads as follows: There has been a recently developed search engine that searches the closed captions on all YouTube videos. I decided to put in pretty much everywhere it's going to be hot before 2008 to try and find possible origins of this classic video. It shockingly worked. The rabbit hole the origin led me down is weirder than you or I could have ever anticipated. Unfortunately, it is not a real newscaster from a real news station, debunking several theories about the original context, i.e. that the joke only Arthur got was the woman wisecracking about the fact that the news station forced them to wear jackets even when they were uncomfortable. What it was actually from is this. They then linked to a video from 2006 called The Astounding Mars Cover-Up Part 3, which was uploaded nearly 2 whole years before Kid Corduroy's video. In the video, which starts with the Arthur the Weatherman segment, a reporter named Jovan Yvan Vansu Rameau talks to various people about the famous face on Mars, as well as the possibility that it means there's an ancient civilization on Mars that created it.
Ripley, a writer in Cerritos, California, who had some shocking information.
There is a face on Mars. It was a face created by an ancient culture. We've got fact. We've got scientific data.
We can live in this space.
Yeah, I think there could be. Why not? Matter of fact, yeah.
And then suddenly, I woke up.
That anybody can see. I know some more things because of my friend. But I don't know, what they are, who they are. I just see the evidence.
The Reddit post continues. Once you start watching, it will become very apparent that this is not from any newsreel cast. The production values look incredibly cheap and homemade. The set of the couch room we've all seen in the Arthur clip is by far the most convincing part of the video. If this isn't enough though, we see the name of the station is HeyTV53. They do not exist. This number isn't even a channel in any part of Haiti. On the bright side, this means he probably didn't die in Haiti in 2010, referring to the rumor that Arthur the Weatherman died in the Haiti earthquake of 2010. This is actually, of all things, a trilogy of almost alternative reality game-like YouTube videos that document a fictional Haiti morning show's investigative series on there being life on Mars. It ends with the broadcast being forcibly cut once somebody admits aliens do exist and the then recent crashed Mars probe was not an accident.
The Mars Polar Lander, which was supposedly lost last week, which was apparently crashed onto Mars, it's not on Mars. It never was supposed to be on Mars. It's successfully en route to a deep space rendezvous with...
No real description can do this justice. It must be watched to be believed. The Arthur clip only happens near the beginning of part 3 to make it look like it was a legit cutoff, and does not make any more sense with context. Arthur does reappear a few more times throughout, but is again, by far the most normal thing in the series. It is still unknown who the actual creator of all this is. This was ostensibly made sometime between 1988 and 2000, judging by the website and the Wayback Machine, and was distributed via putting random tapes in public. The guy who uploaded this to YouTube is not the creator, but someone who got the tape in the wild. He briefly goes into detail on his website. The Astounding Mars Cover-Up Part 1. I got this documentary from a friend on VHS 20 years ago. I promptly digitized it and put it up on YouTube. This was back when there was a 5-minute limit on videos, hence the 3 parts. I did a little research finally last year on the origins of this work. What I found, and cannot find again, led me to believe that this was either created as a means to fleece nascent Trump voters and flat earthers, or was an amazing piece of video performance art. In 2020, a YouTube commenter on the original Weatherman clip also accurately recalled the source, but got buried in the comments. Here is his comment. This is from a VHS tape called something like The Face on Mars, and the premise was a Haitian journalist was uncovering the truth about artifacts on Mars. He would interview supposed NASA employees and insiders, real low-budget Alec Jones stuff. And then they would cut to the weather, or talk about Charo. The whole tape was so bizarre and comical, a friend of mine bought it at a garage sale, and I've lost touch. I hope someone uploads the whole film. The actual purpose of why this was made and distributed like a real recorded newscast is unknown, except maybe to scare the shit out of any conspiracy theorists. It may also have legit been a proto-alternate reality game, as going to the website at the end in the Wayback Machine will just take you to a site that, while mentioning Mars conspiracies repeatedly, is more concerned with selling jewelry. The website in question comes in at the very end of the video, after the feed has been cut off.
Interesting spot for the satellite to fail, don't you think? I continue to monitor the TV morning program. They have yet to complete Mr. Rameau's report. I will continue to monitor for new developments. In the meantime, visit Mr. Ripley's website, marsface.com, and write your congressman, because we have a right to know.
As a disclaimer, the conclusions I draw from this point on are all conjecture, and no solid evidence has been found to corroborate my opinions. Please do not harass any of the people or the institutions that I mention in this part of the video. Going to the website in question will bring you to this page, featuring the aforementioned jewelry, as well as a phone number, a link for a petition, and a page to send an email. The date on the email page tells us that the site has been around since 1997. But if we go to the petition page, we can see that the web counter on this page has been running since 1996. The mailing address for the petitions leads us to a mall plaza in California. But as I dug a little deeper, I found a news article that suggests that the plaza was temporarily closed around this time. Also, just looking at the video themselves, all parts of the newscast are presented in English, but 90 to 95% of the population are monolingual and only speak Haitian Creole, which makes the whole thing a little suspicious. Knowing this, I googled the number listed on the website and found the state that the area code comes from, and followed the trail to a couple of news articles and yearbooks that led me to a woman that took theater classes and had been involved in local productions in the 70s, which corroborated with her graduation date, as well as starting a multi-arts festival in 1997, which is around the same time as the dates listed on the websites presented in the film. The thing that makes this theory a little bit murky is the mention of the Climate Orbiter in the film, which had been lost in 1999. It's more likely that the petition and jewelry sites were previous ventures by somebody involved in the production that were inserted due to the correlation of the Mars face, or changed to match the content of the film. Whatever the case, Arthur the Weatherman and all his ATV colleagues live on in the annals of YouTube and the depths of Mars conspiracy, and will forever not need their jackets.
Thanks, Arthur.
Thanks for watching this video, and thanks to Beer Budget 12688 for helping me with some more of the research that I did after the initial Reddit posts that they made. If you like this video, go ahead and, do all the YouTube stuff. I'll be making more stuff in the future, maybe not on Lost Media, but, music stuff, media stuff, whatever. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.